I'm making soup, French onion soup. That's the plan anyway. The lovely Julia is coming over to take little Joe to the park here, and I said, oh, do you fancy coming over for lunch? But I'm not sure that she is now because she's got an errand of mercy for a friend of hers. But I said, oh well, if you do come back this way, I'm going to make it anyway. It's I didn't really know how to do French onion soup, but I've enjoyed it when I bought it in cans. That's tin cans, not cans in France. And so I'm making it with onions, obviously, garlic, which is what I'm chopping up now. I put in an OXO cube, a bit of Marmite, and then I just add some peas as well to give a bit of colour, really. And I just boil it and boil it and boil it so that it softens everything up, gets the juices out, and it seems to be okay. So this is my second living alone episode. Thanks very much for all the interest in the first one. I was quite nervous about putting up all this sort of personal content, and I was quite surprised by the views actually. So this, I don't know whether it'll be a weekly thing or how it will come about, but probably once a week I will invite you into my little world and you can see what goes on. Today, as I record this, is my daughter's birthday. She's in New Zealand. I think I said last time that she was in Australia. I mean, it's as far enough. It makes no difference, really. She's not here, and I do miss my daughter. I've got two sons and a daughter, and I had a very special relationship with my daughter when she was 11/12. That was the time, well, when she was 11 is when I split up with my wife, and she moved out and took the children, but not far, about 100 yards down the road she found a flat, and I went to see the kids every day and went over and tucked them up in bed and kissed them goodnight. We had a good relationship on that side of things. And Georgie used to come over when I set up my podcast, the Vobes show, before I did all the live stuff, and I would record it, and she was part of it, so she would come over and we had a very special relationship together doing that, which was lovely. It of course, now that she is much grown up, she is 20, wait a minute, how old is she? She must be 28. Can she be 28? It just seems so long ago, and now she's on the other side of the world. This is the second year, I think, that she's been there. It seems like forever, and of course I can't go and see her. I mean, I could, get an aeroplane, but I don't know what the situation is about flying, but it's a long way, there's vaccines, there's the whole COVID thing, and I haven't seen her for a long time. And I guess that's what living alone makes you aware of, when your kids are far away and they're still in your mind. But I remember what it was like when I was their age, in my mid to late 20s, getting on with my life. And the parents just, they seemed like they were great to have them and everything, but they were a bit old fogey and, always, oh, how are you doing? You don't come and see me, and all of this. Life seems so busy at that age, as it still seems busy for me. So I sort of know what it's like, and I remember, and so I don't want to sort of push myself on them. I've got some painting to do. I want to carry on with the studio. It's a lovely day, but I did a video outside yesterday, but I want to kind of crack on. I always feel guilty when I'm inside doing stuff and it's a nice day outside. I feel I ought to be making a video for my lovely viewers. However, there are other things I need to get on so that I've got stuff for my lovely viewers. Oh, the soup, by the way, was very nice, and Julia did come over. That I filmed that a day and a half ago, and then Julia suddenly came and I had to stop filming. So it's now later on in the week, and I'm going to just try and get this wall painted this side. And one of the issues that I've got is there's a whole load of where Billy has put on loads and loads of tiny little photographs here with blue tack. So I'm going to get all the blue tack off first, otherwise it'll just be very lumpy. So that's got to be done. I don't mind a bit of painting. I quite like painting. I haven't done much in the way of any improvements to the house, well, for a long time really. I'm slightly embarrassed about showing you what I'm doing because this is going to be quite rough and ready. So, you know, there are lumps of the blue tack there which will disappear under the paint. The wallpaper is chip paper. It's been here for yonks. I can't even remember if we put it up or whether it was here when we came 30 years ago. I think we must have put it up. The house was a bit of a state when we moved in, and sadly we've just not had the money to do it. When I say we, when I was married, I'm no longer married, as you know. So that's one of the things. But I do enjoy the painting, and I do enjoy the challenge, and I enjoy the freedom. One of the things about living alone, I think, is just that element of freedom. All the time you're married, all the time you've got children, whether they're small or even fairly grown up, you've still got those responsibilities. You've still got that what would you call it? You've still got that thing about having to tell people where you're going, asking them if they are all right, feeling the mood in the house. And when it's just you, it's down to you and your motivation and getting things done. And I think it could be very difficult, perhaps, for some people who are on their own to get motivated. But fortunately, I'm all right with that. I get motivated very easily. Talking of which, I better get on with the wall. Well, that's about all I'm going to do today. I'm going to let this coat dry. It will need another coat on it. There's just enough paint, I think, in the pot to do one more coat. The other wall I'll tackle later, because I think my son Billy's offered me some more paint that he's got, that he had for his flat that they've got left over, which will do that side, which would be great. so that if there is a colour difference, which there might be, at least all of that's over there, which makes sense, I suppose. Can't do anything about the bay window at the moment and all of that. There's no point painting that because of the dreadful state of the plaster. Got this very nice chap, Keith, who watched these videos and said that he would help me with the roof, and he's been over, he's taken some photographs, he's been up on the roof and had a look, and there's lots of various cracks and things and bits and bobs, but he said that he can help me get it up to a decent standard to stop the leaks coming in, which is brilliant. And then I can work out how the hell I'm going to replaster this front bit. That'll be the problem. And then once that's done, then I can start really putting in the studio. So it's all a little bit longer than I anticipated. It's possible that I could get the studio up and running, and then when the plaster business comes in, I can move stuff out of the way. I would like to get in here as quickly as possible because the old studio just seems so cramped. And somebody has given me some curtains. A lady called Jacqueline very kindly has dropped round some curtains that she brought when she moved down into Worthing. And they're quite heavy, and they're cream, so they're going to be great. So what I'm going to do is block out the windows with either hardboard or card, and that'll do most of it. I'll paint that black and fill up the window. I want to be able to still open the window, so it's only the glass I'll cover up, and then with the curtains I can hang them in front. They could also be part of a set going in the direction, whoops-a-daisy, in the direction of the in the bay window, so they could still be part of that. Maybe for put a window seat in there and interview people or something. So brilliant! Thank you very much, Jackie. That's very kind. Really nice. So. And they're quite, they're sort of ceiling to floor curtains as far as I know. I haven't taken them out of their bag yet because don't want to get them dirty. Right, well, I think that's clean. That's about it for this week's living alone and the things that I'm up to. I am enjoying being on my own. I've still got my friends. I've still got my lovely viewers. I've still got you to talk to, which is very important to me, as you know. And I've got that freedom to just get on and be creative and be myself and all of that. So always interested to read your comments about how you're coping living alone, especially in this time with the pandemic and now coming out of it and all the extra surprises that the government seem to be giving us. I'm not sure that they should be giving us any surprises. I mean, we've had the vaccine, we should be able to just get on with the rest of our lives. I don't think we need these passports or any of the other weird things that they just are filling their heads with. Let us get back to normal. I've got videos to make, you've got lives to lead and businesses to run and all of that, and so there we are. Anyway, no doubt I'll be out and about enjoying the countryside, the heritage and the landscape soon, but in the meantime I will press on with a few other little bits and pieces here in the house. Thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to follow, like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye for now. Bye bye.